Hey everyone, welcome back and thanks for tuning in to another episode of Lab Padres Starbase Weekly Updates. Now let's dig in. Starting off this week's update in Starbase, Friday saw a brief closure of the end of Highway 4 for an unexpected orbital tank farm test. A few hours later, crews worked to install new diagonal supports for the lower stabilizer arms on the chopsticks. That night also saw the first test of the water system on the launch mount. This system seems to be for fire prevention during static fires and launches. At Port Canaveral Saturday, Doug towed a short fall of Gravitas back to port with B-1067 after the Crew 4 launch. The next day, the Falcon 9 booster was lifted off the drone ship and placed on the dock where it would be prepared for transport. During the processing, a cloud of smoke came from the bottom of the booster, possibly for burning off some excess T-Tab. A few days later, with legs folded up, B-1067 was picked up and placed on the transporter. As crews were finishing up the booster, Doug and a short fall of Gravitas headed back out to sea for another Starlink mission. Back at Starbase, the BFC, a crane SpaceX had in storage for a couple of years, was moved to Sanchez ahead of its expected departure. At the launch site, a new QD panel was installed on the stand crews have been building at the Starship Cryostation. On Tuesday, further testing of the launch mount was seen as the booster quick disconnect retracted and its protective hood closed. Around the same time, crews went to work installing the first of the vacuum-optimized Raptor thrust simulators on Test Stand A. Working quickly, the second and third RVAC thrust simulators soon followed the first. Meanwhile, testing continued on the orbital launch mount as the booster QD was open and extended again. Back in Florida Tuesday night, Bob and Just Read the Instructions returned to port with B-1062 and the fairing halves from the successful Starlink 416 mission. First thing on Wednesday, the crane on SpaceX support ship Bob was put into action as crews worked to offload the fairing halves onto waiting trucks for transportation to SpaceX refurbishment facilities. The next day, B-1062 was lifted from the drone ship and placed onto the dock for processing. Wednesday at Starbase, a truckload of cribbing arrived at the launch site, indicating upcoming work for SpaceX's LR-11000 Marvin. At the Star Factory, crews maintain a rapid pace as steel beams and columns rise and the building continues to grow. Thursday, Marvin lowers its hook and crews attach the booster load spreader. Shortly thereafter, the cranes begin rolling across the launch site before stopping next to the orbital launch mount. With B7 soon to return to the OLM, we see one final test as venting is seen from the table. On Friday, following weeks of repairs, Booster 7 returned to the launch site. Let's watch as our cameras provide a variety of views as B7 makes its journey down Highway 4 and prepared for lifting. Finally, B7 is installed onto the launch mount for its next testing campaign. And there you have it, folks. Another week of Starbase action brought to you by Lab Padre. If you like us, give us a shout out on the YouTube comments. Let us know what you think. We're always looking for ways to improve our content. We'll see you next week, and thanks for watching. Lab Padre out.